Hi spicy fans, welcome back today to my kitchen. Today it's the quickest, tastiest and simplest Gari Fortor. I can't wait to have it. These are my ingredients, but the details of the ingredients are in the description box below. Before we start the Gari Fortor, I have these eggs. I am going to just fry about 6 of them. I'm just making a very plain omelette. You can add anything if you want. You can also add salt, but I'm just making it plain today. When I say plain, meaning I'm not adding any vegetables to it, but I'm just sprinkling a little bit of season. You know, eggs sometimes need season. Just a little bit, a wee bit of season. And this is everyday season. This is actually optional. Some people don't add, but I'm having this with my boys and they like omelette with their Gari Fortor. We set this aside for use later. So I'll go ahead. I'm using palm oil for the stew. I'm generous with my palm oil today because it's Gari Fortor and this is saltfish. You can use Koobi also as saltfish, any saltfish. You put saltfish in it. This big chunk of saltfish. I always fry my palm oil with saltfish and onions to give it a good aroma. By so doing, it takes off any smell, any bad smell or bad taste, unpleasant taste from the palm oil. Now I'm adding a bit more of the onions now. Gari Fortor must have lots of onions. So that first onion was there to take out any smell in the oil and to flavor the oil. The onions are cooking nicely and I don't want to overcook them, so I'm adding tomatoes. I'm going to chunkily slice them. Don't ask me why I'm not taking off the seeds. I'm not doing that because everything means a lot to me. Tomato seeds matter. You know Gari Fortor, when you're doing Gari Fortor and you can see everything, every ingredient that you put in, you can see them big and chunky. It's very nice. We're adding our tomatoes now. Gari Fortor. Some people call it Gari jollof. My children like calling it Gari jollof. Look at that. It's a really quick one for me. Sometimes when I'm hungry, Gari Fortor is ready. And the pepper. I'm not grinding it today, blending it today, slicing it. I am just cutting them. Into 4. In there. And you see, it makes a nice color. And by cutting them, you have exposed the heat in it. This is a bit soft because they were in the freezer. Ooh, looks like bakposhito. Normally, I use bakposhito, but if you don't have bakposhito, use this one. It's also good. Bakposhito is also pepper, type of pepper. It's green. It smells so nice. So that's our pepper that we've put in. No need for any other dramatic spices. Just these simple ones. Gari Fortor is always made simple. So you let it cook slowly and gently. It's time for our fish. This is herrings, smoked herrings. I wash them, soak them, and because they are a bit tough, I soak them in the water to be a little bit tender. Herring fish is so nice. It tastes so good. And it's very nutritious. And I'm shredding them into smaller pieces. I can't have Gari Fortor without herrings because it makes it taste so nice. If you don't have herrings, you can use Kitasco boys, as affectionately called in my country. Kitasco boys is just anchovies. Now in goes my lovely fish. It's already looking Gari Fortor-ish. Gari Fortor. Everything has to go quick. So I am adding another type of fish. It's optional. You can add it if you want, and you can also, I am adding it because I want it. And this is smoked mackerel fish. Just flake it big into it like that. Yes, with everything. And now I'm adding a little bit of everyday season again. Remember, we have salt fish in it already, so just a little bit of everyday season. Let's say about half a teaspoon. And then this is smoked shrimps, which I powdered, and then our stock cube, just one small one. Now I'm going to stir very well and gently. Oh, look at that. This is just a simple stew that you can make in a short time. Gari Fortor is made in different ways. I will be showing you other types Some are even simpler than this. Can you believe that? So nice. This is food for the hungry. If you're really hungry and you want food right now, how does this look? How do you make your Gari Fortor? Do you have Gari Fortor in your country, in your language, in your culture, in your family? How do you make yours? Can you teach me? I want to learn. I want to learn different ways of making Gari Fortor. I think I am ready with this lovely Gari Fortor stew. Gari Fortor stew Spicyfafa way. Done! Spicyfans, it is time to do the fortor properly. As you can see, I've chopped in some red onions here. Just a little bit. Again, this is optional, but trust me, you will love it with the fresh taste of onions inside your Gari Fortor. So this is Gari. You can get it in any African and Asian shop. Depending on the number of people going to eat the Gari, you pour the Gari. I am just doing it in this earthenware bowl because it is traditional for me. You can do it anywhere you want. And you can also pour the Gari directly in your stew if you are sure of the quantity of oil in it and quantity of everything. You can pour all inside and mix it. That is Gari jollof. So as you can see, our stew, the stew is looking at us ready to be used. You see, I'm mixing in the chopped onions. If you are somebody who will use salt, this is where to sprinkle the salt in. But beware, there is salt in the stew because of the salt fish. Making Gari Fortor, you just need to add a little bit of water. If you pour too much water, it will be mushy. So just a little bit. You see the amount of water I put in this lot Gari? Some people don't put water at all. Treat the Gari with your stew. When serving this to children, make sure, if you do it like mine, make sure you spot the chili peppers and don't add it to the food for the children. So you add and mix. If you want to go very traditional, you use your hands to mix this very well. But before you use your hands, make sure the stew is not too hot. You see, if you use your hands to petrify it. Smells so nice. You don't have to use all the stew. This stew can also go with rice, yam, and be generous with the oil. It's Gari Fortor. I've never seen anyone who has tasted Gari Fortor and doesn't like it. I can't believe it. And when you eat it, this is how you just mold it like that. And then you give it a treat. If you have any type of garnish, you do. And this is where I bring back the fried eggs that I made earlier. That is it. You will love it. Ladies and gentlemen, Spicyfans, Gari Fortor is ready. Spicy way.